I started this business in 2005. At that time, I had a restaurant in Ranelagh Village, and it was an Indian restaurant, and we used to do really good food, and it was very popular. We had another restaurant in Dunleary, and at that time, Marks and Spencer started this food shop in Dunleary. And I'd go to the shop and I'd see these ready meals and I'd say, well, we could do this, The premise that we started with was to produce really, really good quality, restaurant quality ready meals. If you were buying a takeaway, you could get that with the convenience of a ready meal. So in 2004, Dunleary Ratdown decided to basically dig up the whole street in front of the Dunleary restaurant, and we ended up with a place that nobody was coming to. So we just sort of started in that small place, and it was the restaurant was actually not even a dining, it was a takeaway. So you could see how small it was. It was 10 foot wide and about 30 feet long. And in 2005, I started to make small batches of ready meal because our takeaway business had completely gone kaput, essentially. And we were trying to get ready meals into the small stores, and half it would sell and half it would come back because it was all sale and return. So we said, look, if you're going to do this in any meaningful way, we're going to need a better place. We identified a location in Tala, and it was only about 2,800 square feet, but to us it was like 4 times bigger, than what we had. We launched the Balti House brand in 2010, and that started to really move. AIB was my first point of contact. I held my meeting with my relationship manager, who they've been absolutely terrific because they're real partners in our business, and they really supported us all the way. They came to us and we said, look, this is what I'm thinking of doing. I have the premises, and they said, sure, let's give it a business model. So I put a business plan together, and then the AIB actually came to us and said, look, we actually can do better for you. And there's SBCI funding that's available and that's cheaper. I said, well, that's great, let's go ahead. The SBCI and I think the AIB, they were very engaged in trying to get this funding for us. And I think within a couple of weeks we had an answer. And then we had already taken this place February 7th. And I think just around that time the cash came up. I think the whole process was kind of painless, to be honest. The guys at the bank did most of the work for me, so which was great. For us, having that cash infusion, that meant we didn't have to use our own money. So that money was used as working capital, and for somebody in a small business, that's comfort, and that's sort of an insurance. It's about passion, I grew up with a mom who cooked 24/7. My palate was developed very early on, and she made some terrific stuff. We never really had leftovers. I grew up in New York, mecca of the foods. I grew up with all kinds of different people. I love food. It's a miracle I'm not 300 kilos, because I just love the food. When you love something you do and you have the passion, then you love the people who make it happen for you.